Hello, Popcorn Junkies. Welcome. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. If you're a movie lover, we have lots of movie content landing. There haven't been many trailers recently, but we do a almost weekly, depending on the news, sort of news roundup for streaming and movies called the Weekly Rushes. We do movie reviews, whether they're esoteric art house or mainstream blockbusters. Last week, for instance, we did Ant-Man, and then we did Women Talking. You can get more different. This is a trailer reaction to a film called Ghosted. This has come from Apple TV. This stars Chris Evans, he of Captain America, and it also stars Ana de Armas, who was recently seen in Blonde playing Marilyn Monroe. Originally cast in the Ana de Armas role was Scarlett Johansson. Obviously, she of Black Widow. Kind of lots of intersections here because, of course, Chris Evans and Ana de Armas were both in Knives Out. I thought they were both probably the best thing in Knives Out, actually. Not an enormous fan of Daniel Craig, though I preferred Glass Onions, the sequel. And, of course, Chris Evans, with the original star of this film, was Captain America and Black Widow. So, this film is directed by Dexter Fletcher. Yes, he of Press Gang, he of Bugsy Malone, he of having directed or picked up the directorial responsibilities for Bohemian Rhapsody and also for Rocketman, obviously the story of Elton John's life. So he's a good pair, he's a good capable pair of hands. You know, he's gone from in front of the camera to behind the camera, sometimes still appears in front of the camera. Ghosted. What do we know by the word ghosted? Well, to be ghosted is to be ignored, right? So presumably this is described as a rom-com. One of the two characters is going to presumably ghost the other, maybe. Anyway, we don't know an enormous amount about this, but let's check it out. A rom-com thriller. I've said it many times before. I'm not entirely convinced by either the rom-com as a genre. It has to be pretty good or pretty smart and pretty funny for it to kind of kick through for me. And I'm really not a fan necessarily of thrillers. For example, The Grey Man, which also starred Chris Evans, directed by the Russo brothers. I don't know why. I'm not engaged by blowing up, and even espionage-y stuff doesn't do it for me. I mean, James Bond, yeah, sometimes it's kind of inventive because it's almost like an institution, but new thrillers, there's got to be something very clever and twisty and a bit deeper than just intricate plot and all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping we might get something a little bit more sophisticated from this. So let's check it out. This is Ghosted. It's beautiful.
I was just wondering if you wanted to, go out sometime.
You want to get a coffee?
Now?
Yes, now.
I'll just hang on.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be.
Her name is Sadie.
Who wakes up next to you?
I mean, I know this sounds crazy, but I think she might be the one.
I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you.
She really is great. You'll see.
Any word?
She ghosted him.
I bet she hasn't even seen your text.
She does travel a lot for work.
Go to her.
I'm going to London.
See, you get it. It's a grand romantic gesture.
That is amazing, mate. 5,000 miles to surprise a girl that you've only met once, especially if she's the one who ghosted you.
No, she didn't ghost me. She just doesn't have an international calling plan.
Oh, right.
Where am I?
Oh, God, you have the wrong guy? I'm a farmer. Wait.
Whoa.
Can you walk, Gold? Say to you.
Who are you?
CIA.
So confused. They kept asking me about the tax man.
They asked you about the taxman?
They think I am a tax man. You're the tax man.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You got me kidnapped and tortured all after one day. I saw the rock.
You're the one who flew to London.
It was a romantic gesture.
Get every bounty hunter on the continent. I want her alive.
This is bigger than you and me.
Didn't
never occur to you that he could be a foreign asset trying to compromise your mission?
Who the hell are you?
I'm the boyfriend.
Do you trust me?
Is that a joke?
Wow. I mean, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because, I mean, I could seriously watch Ana de Armas do absolutely anything. And I think she was in one of the James Bond films, wasn't she? Was she in the recent one? There was a fight scene there. She can wear the most glamorous dress and dispatch people with a gun or a sword or something and do it so gracefully, and in fact make her seem even more beautiful as she does it. Chris Evans, you know, clearly trying his hand at more and more comedy. He's very agreeable, he's very amiable, he's very likeable, but he doesn't like my fireworks, if I'm brutally honest. Adrian Brody in there too. I like the twist that he thinks he's been ghosted. He travels all the way there. She's actually CIA, she's actually undercover, and she then rescues him. So I like the kind of gender reverse, but have they not given away probably or possibly the biggest twist in the film, in the trailer? Because for me, that's the kind of most radical aspect of it. I quite like that. I like the fact that, you know, a romance or a woman that's messaged him and then she goes rogue and ghosts him, but actually she's a sort of female James Bond. I think also you've got a slight problem with these kind of action thrillers in that, and I'm saying this as someone who hasn't watched the John Wick films, but haven't seen the recent trailer and the trailers for John Wick 3. It's you know, you've got a high bar to beat or jump or hurdle or whatever it is, in terms of kind of choreographed stunts and violence and all that kind of stuff. Wasn't feeling the fights in there. Some of the CGI was, you know, the truck, the sort of Indian, you know, decorated truck sort of almost coming off the cliff and their faces going around it. A bit toy town. The Proclaimers playing in there, which is clearly a bit of a back reference to Dexter Fletcher's. He did a musical, didn't he? Something Sunshine, the something Sunshine, the sort of Scottish musical. He likes his musicals, doesn't he? Why wouldn't he, given Bugsy Malone? Okay, might be funny. I'm not entirely convinced, if I'm brutally honest, but I will be watching it. We will be giving it a go. I mean, I can't not watch anything that has Ana de Armas in it. What do you think, guys? Did that grab you by the short and curlies and fling you around a little bit like Ana de Armas does at the end there?